Welcome to Speedy Walkthrough, where we show just the important stuff to beating the game. For first time viewers, this will look different to a normal walkthrough. It'll show just the essentials so you don't need to spend a long time watching this video. Today we're playing Crash Bandicoot 2 and we'll be going through how to 100% the game, which is collecting all the gems and crystals. I will note that actually getting the secret exits in this game does count towards your percentage, so if you've got all the crystals and gems and you're still missing something, that's probably what's gone wrong. Before we get stuck into the video, if you do end up finding this video useful, please consider subscribing to keep up to date as it helps out the channel a whole bunch. Alrighty, so we start out the game, we just sort of get into this little area. This is just a little tutorial area to show you how to play Crash, so you don't really need to do anything in particular here, just work your way through till the end. You'll get to this little like warpy bit here, and then you actually get into the main game here, which is the warp room. You can pretty much pick the levels in any order you want. Just keep in mind some levels are prerequisites for others in 100%, so you might want to do them in the same order I'm doing them here. Now, this first level here, you need to be very careful. You actually get a gem for not breaking any of the boxes in this level. And this is the only case in which this happens in Crash 2. So normally you get a gem for breaking all the boxes. In this case, you want to break none of the boxes. Now, you might be wondering how I'm getting out of these holes without fighting the enemies. Basically, if you slide with the circle button and then jump and spin, you can get a high jump. So it's sort of like circle, X, square in that pattern. Getting the high jump is very useful in this game, not to mention sliding is very useful and spinning is very useful. Also, if you want a fast way to move around, you can slide and then let go of the stick and then spin, and that is quite fast. It's called a neutral slide spin, but it's a bit difficult to control, so it depends what you want to do. There I jumped and then pressed the circle button to ground pound into here, and we go into a bonus area. You do have to get all these boxes to get 100% of the level. You can press triangle at any time to see your box count, but unfortunately, unlike Crash 3, it doesn't show you the total number that you actually need. So anyway, just progress forward through here, going through all the boxes and go into the bonus stage there. And then you basically just want to sweep all the way through this rest of the level. Grab all the boxes as you go. Again, you can slide and then jump and spin to get out of these holes pretty easily. In fact, if you're prepared enough, you can actually just slide jump over the holes. Alright, next level we're going into is Snow Go. So we'll jump in here, we'll get the invincibility. Now, you got the green crates, which are nitros. There usually is a nitro detonator at the end of each level, so you don't actually have to break the nitros as you go. You do have to break everything else. And if you run into a situation where there's like a box next to a nitro, you still do have to break that box because it won't explode with the nitro when you detonate it. Just be careful with that. I hit the little nitro detonator back there. Make sure you do a little backtrack for the box there. That one's a bit easy to miss. So I'll just play that last section a bit slower. You go back for the nitro, forward here, but back and then to hit those two boxes. Getting back to those two missing boxes are usually the ones that are missing. Now, I will mention for when you get to this part here, it is possible to grab that red gem now. There's a few different ways to do it. Basically, one way you can do is to slide and then do the high jump with jump and spin and then ground pound into the red gem. I think also sliding off the grey box there helps, and to get onto the grey box without bouncing, you just jump and then spin before you land onto the grey box. If you fluff around with it for a bit, you should be able to get the red gem, but I'm not going to in this video because I'm sort of doing this as a glitchless playthrough, so to speak. The intended way to get the red gem is to come in through a secret exit to this level and fall from above, which I'll show you later on in the video. Alright, after Snow Go, I'm just going to go one level to the right here and head in. And we start a little timer there. So basically, I'm just going to keep breaking all the boxes here as best as I can. And I'm not going to bother with that timer gem at the moment. I was just worrying about getting the box gems in this playthrough. So here, you got the blue gem from the first level. You can go onto this little path here. You break the boxes there. And then we spawn some more boxes. So you do actually have to head back to get these boxes. Break the nitros, and then you can head your way back to the main level. And there we go. Hopefully, if you got all the boxes, you should get that grey gem. Now we can go back into the same level. There was that timer gem. So basically, all you have to do is when you get onto this, it'll start a timer. And you've pretty much just got to get to the end of the level before the timer runs out. So to play through a bit like this, you don't have to worry about the gem path or breaking any extra boxes. If you ever run into a situation where you think you can get two gems to spawn at once, you can't. Only one gem can spawn on a playthrough unless you take a death as Crash. Alright, so moving on here, we're just going to get all the boxes in this level. So you'll notice whether you can get a gem or not, because if you can't, I'm usually not bothering to get all the boxes, but more often than not, if you just start breaking all the boxes in a level, it's a good practice. So this has a little branching path, so I do need to go back through the right path after I've gone forward through the left path. Be aware of that. Moving back can be a little bit treacherous. Again, slide, spin, jump out of the holes. And with this bonus level, you saw a crate there that you need to ground pound through, so that's just jumping and pressing circle to break those crates there. Alright, progressing on forward. And we should get a gem for breaking all the boxes. Alright, continuing on right through the warp room, we have this little level here. Now, I will mention with the boulders, if you do manage to outrun them, like if you're really good at movement in this game, they can be off screen. Just make sure that they're on the screen whenever they break nitros, because otherwise the nitros won't technically break if the game didn't see them getting broken. And that's a theme that you'll find 300% in this game. You have to actually see the boxes break for them to break. Alright, back out of the bonus room, we're just going to keep progressing down. And there's a lovely gem there for us. Alright, so after this level, we're going to get a little cutscene here with Cortex talking to us. You can just skip all those if you want to. Head into the middle and press up, and then you should warp to the Ripperoo fight. Not a whole lot to this fight, you basically just wait. So you wait for him to blow himself up with the nitros and everything. And the TNTs, and then you're done. Alright, coming into the second warp room now. So you'll have a few people talk to you briefly. And then you can head into this second level here. Alright, so make sure if there's like a bouncy uppy box, you go on that. And we just got our first secret exit. So I'll go back and slow that down once more. Bounce on those boxes to get across, and you land up here. I'll note getting those secret exits actually counts towards your percentage counter on the game. And here is that red gem that I was talking about before. If you just go through the secret exit, you fall onto it, and then you can continue the level as normal. Now that we got the red gem, we can go back to the other level that has the red gem platform. So whenever you get colored gems in this game, they will spawn gem platforms that you need to go on. So just be aware, that'll help. Alright, now that we've done that, we can go into Snowbeers here. And this is the level that should have the red gem platform in it. Alright, so jumping up here, just making sure you're breaking all the boxes. You'll see the red gem platform. That wouldn't have been there if we didn't go through the secret exit before and get it. Alright, so just ground pounding through any of these boxes that need ground pounding. Alright, that'll be the secret path completed, so you just want to then progress through the rest of the level. There's lots of hidden boxes behind the ice there, so just be careful about those. And we're going to exit the level now. Alright, so just move your way forward and you should have a gem there. So this is why I didn't have you do this level first in the warp ring, because you needed that red gem. Now we're going to go back to this level and actually do it properly. So here we're just going to start breaking all the boxes. And keep progressing your way forward. I don't think you can actually get the box gem yet, so we're just going to take the death path there. And then we get a gem for that. We'll come back to this level later on where we can actually break the boxes. I think there are boxes on a secret path or something like that. So we'll have to come back there and get those boxes that way. Alright, moving on, we got this level. You just want to go forward. There is a little boost button if you want it. Try and break the boxes. I think there are some tricky ones where you have to go like right, left, right really quickly. So just be careful about that. Break the nitros, and then you got the gem for the boxes. Alright, continuing on one more level to the right. This is another backwards runny level. This level does have a nitro detonator in it, unlike the previous one. So you don't have to necessarily let the boulder break all the nitros. Take the secret path and then go back down through this way. Can be a bit complicated knowing what to do on this level, but if you take this path, you should be alright. Into the bonus stage. And out again. And we get the gem. And there we go. Alright, next level. So with these fans, I like to hit the enemies into the fans if possible, and that takes out the fan blades one by one. Now this bit has a secret. I'll just go back a little bit so you can see it. Let's see. So when you get to the nitro area, into this room, you can just walk through that back wall, and then you get to this secret area here. It just has a green gem at the end, and then you make your way back through. Try not to get hit by the nitro on the way out of this room, and then just progress through to the left. These levels get a bit non-linear, so it's good to just follow the same path that I'm following here, and you'll know that you get all the boxes on that path. Alright, next we sneak ground pound those, work our way back through. Ground pound all these, and fall down. Get a little nitro detonator there. I think they put the detonator after the fall down so that you actually had to go past the nitros to get to the secret path. But there we go. So make sure you got the green gem there out of that secret path on the nitros. Alright, with that done, we can just head into the middle and come across the boss fight. These guys will just do their thing, and then they should have a bit of downtime where you can hit one into the other. So you just let them do their attack pattern and wait for him to stop spinning, and then you just hit him. That's how you take care of this one. Alrighty, moving on to the next warp room. So go all the way back till you get to this level here. And we're going to be riding the polar bear. So yeah, just breaking all the boxes is pretty standard. Just try and watch the kind of cycles that these guys are on, and they're predictable onto what cycle they give you. You just got to either jump over or go under, and it's sometimes hard to see in advance. Now break this, but then walk your way back and jump onto this middle thing. That's another secret exit. And just remember that you actually need to get these secret exits to get 100%. Now we're going to go back through here and break all these boxes on this secret path, then the nitros. And this is what I was talking about before, how we couldn't get all the boxes on the air crash level before. So we're just going to go all the way through and get these boxes now. So I believe this level is back in the second warp room or something like that. Anyway, we'll progress through. Just getting all the boxes that we can here. Make sure before these sections you jump out and get the boxes over the water before you come back and ride on those things. Then we should get a gem here. It gives us the gem. We can go up to the next warp room, and we can go into plant food here. I used to think this level was called Planet Food, and then I was really confused. Anyway, go through here. Do want to go into the bonus thing, and we're going to break all the boxes in this playthrough. You'll notice a timer there, but we'll just get that gem a bit later. Alright, breaking all the boxes over the water before we go into the water. Really important that you do it in that order, otherwise you can't do it. There we go, you've got that gem there. Alright, I can head back into plant food and we can just get that timer gem now. So yeah, here the time will start and you basically just zoom through the level trying to get through it as quick as possible. I like to actually kill those plants before going through them because they can just get you when you're in the water. Alright, moving on to the next level on the right here. We just sort of go through like so. Those flame dudes, you just wait for them to stop flaming and then you can deal with them. Take the yellow gem platform down here. We get a little gem on the way through there. And then we can take it back up. You do need to just progress back through this section a little bit to get to the bonus. And then we're done with that. And then keep progressing back. And that's where we went down on the yellow gem path before. So make sure you have done both that. This is what I was talking about of hitting the enemies into the fan blades there. So that's going to be very useful for us. Break the nitros. And then head your way left. And then back to the right. It's a pretty confusing non-linear level, this one. But that should be all the boxes, and then you've got it. Next, Road to Ruin. So this one does have a little skip you can do. You can slide jump back onto the secret path from the wrong direction, but we're not going to do that. We take the death path here. I didn't mention this before, but with those death paths, you have to have not died for the platform to show up, and that's sort of the spawning conditions for it. I was really confused when I first played this game because like there were platforms that weren't showing up and I didn't know how to get them because I was bad and I was dying basically. Anyway, we weren't able to get all the boxes there. So we'll just move on and go through here. To get all the boxes, you need to come in from that secret exit that I mentioned before. Alright, next one, we've just got to have this polar bear chase us backwards through this level. Try and remember where everything is if you can. If you go down that bridge that the polar bear fell through, you'll go into this secret path here. Very important you get that. Alright, just continuing through this, breaking all the boxes like so. Make sure that you don't break any that you need to actually get up to a higher point. That's really important. So try and do it in the same order that's in the video here. Now we actually go on to the real bonus level. Yep, and then just let it keep chasing you backwards. You can ride the little polar bear here. It's kind of cute. All right. Now, get the gem, but there's a secret exit here. If you just walk back to the little polar bear, you'll come out here. And then we can go into Totally Bear. This is like a nighttime bear riding level thing, so just try and break all the boxes here. Can be a bit tricky because you can't see what's coming up, but if you just play it a few times, you'll learn where everything's going to be. There we go. Grab the gem and make your way up. Alright, next we have the boss. So this boss will just sort of put out some of the platforms. You want to make him chase you so that he falls onto the platforms that are going to fall down, so that he falls down, but you want to be on platforms that don't fall down, if that makes sense. And that's the boss fight done. Alright, just jump into that first level you see there, and then we're just going to go through here. Alright, falling down. And on these little grates, you can spin to break boxes on there. Keep going through. And then we fall down here into the bonus level. Jump over the nitros and make your way out. Alright, then we get a little gem. Make your way back though. Fall down this secret little path here. And then we get a secret exit coming out there. Then we can go into Totally Fly. So the flies light up, so you do have to be pretty speedy through this level, otherwise you're going to have the fly go away and then you can't see what you're doing. So just keep progressing forward here. Into the bonus level. You probably will have to do some of that bonus level in the dark, which is a bit treacherous. And make sure you don't grab the fly until you're like really ready to move forward. So if there are any boxes still to break them first, then grab the fly. Move right one level and we'll head into here. You have a little bonus level to go into. And a death path to go into. So remember with those death paths, they won't spawn if you've died before in the level. So if that happens, just leave the level and come back and they should spawn for you. There's a gem on the death path that you get, and then just head back through this other path to break any of those boxes we missed. Now, if the bees chase you, you can, I think it's spin to get under the ground, and then you just wait for them to go away, and then you, I think it's spinning to get back above the ground. So just be aware of that. I was really confused when I first played this game of how to avoid the bees. It was really tricky. Alright, breaking that. Should be getting a gem pretty soon. There we go. And we'll make our way back. So back, we're going to find a secret path eventually. So just with that plant there, take the secret path. And we go into Road to Ruin. So this is the level we were looking at before, and these were the boxes that we couldn't get before. So just grab those boxes and then go through the level as per normal, breaking all the boxes. There's little lizard enemies you got to slide through. Make sure you break all those. Take a little bonus path. And we get the gem for getting all the boxes. Alright, moving back up, we're going to head into this level here. Just breaking all the boxes as you can. Ice is really fun if you like slide spin over it, but just try and not get too carried away with your momentum, I suppose. There was something on top of that bouncy box, so just be aware you need to go and grab that. Alright, then we have this death path. There are lots of boxes behind the ice wall there, so just make sure you don't miss any of those. And once you got these boxes, you can make your way back, and that spawned a few more boxes with that switch. I'm actually going to come back from the death path because there are some more boxes here, so you don't just progress forward through the death path, otherwise you have to do 2 trips to this level. Alright, behind those nitros are some boxes. Those ones are really easy to miss. And then we make our way through. There we go. That's all 3 gems. Make one more level to the right. And we're just going to be breaking all the boxes in this one. Alright, take the green gem. If you don't have that green gem, you'll have to come back to this level later. It's like a little Donkey Kong section or something, this. Kind of cool. And take the green gem back. Now you will have to ride the platforms back a little bit to where you left off with the green gem there, just because there are some boxes still to break, and there's like a bonus level thing here. Alright, so that should be that little bonus bit done. And you should get a gem for breaking all the boxes there. Next up into level 20. Again, remember you can hide under the red ground there just by spinning into it. Oh, I forget exactly what button it is, but you can definitely get under there. Yeah, jump on those nitros. They're actually fake, and they bring you to this like secret area here where you can get the purple gem. I guess the clue for those nitros is they're not bouncing, so that's how you're supposed to know they're fake, I guess. But like, who would actually jump on nitros? I don't know. Anyway, progress through. We should be able to get all the boxes in this level, so just keep going through there. And that should be all 3 gems for this level. Alright, ride it up to get to the boss. And this boss is Engine. So you have a button to fire apples, you just keep firing them at his like laser hand things when they open. And they should break off. And then you fire them at his shoulders, and they'll break off. And then he's going to take out a platform like that, so he's going to be real careful. Make sure you jump out of the way. Alright, we're in sort of that last warp room now. Going to level 21, that's your first level to deal with. We can break all the boxes, so that's just what I'll be doing here. Make sure you don't break those bouncy boxes before you've actually got all the boxes above them. That'd be really bad if that happened. And remember, sometimes you can do that cheeky high jump by like slide jump spin. Alright, now we'll make our way back. That little death path here. And progress your way forward. Just be aware that the enemies in this level, sort of the gimmick is they swap between what attack can kill them, so watch out for that. Alright, head 1 level to the right, and we're going to go into here. Now the controls on this, I'm not going to explain which button does what, you'll figure that out, but they're just so bad. They do get better with time, but I remember my first time playing this game was like absolutely terrible. So yeah, these levels, not the most fun in my opinion, but they do get better with practice. Alright, then break the nitros. You got the gem for breaking all the boxes. And head into your next level here. This is another one where you need like a little light to progress through. Again, the general strategy for this level, like, they're going to put boxes near where you're going to get your next light. Make sure you don't get the light until you've like broken all the boxes and done all the fancy stuff you need to do. You do a little bit of this level in the dark, you just got to backtrack there. And then make your way back through. Into the bonus stage here. And there we go. Alright, next level across. Again, another one of these flying levels, unfortunately. Luckily there's only 2 in the game, but they're both in this last warp room here. Just do the best that you can, breaking all the boxes. You can hit those guys into the flames. And I'm just letting this level play out just because there are a few boxes that are pretty easy to miss. So just make sure you're getting all the same ones I'm getting here. Alright, there we go, get the gem. Next up, this level. Alright, so it's another one of this format of level. You just jump straight onto the blue gem platform there. And this is sort of the classic trope in the Crash games where you need all the colored gems to access this path here. It's pretty cool. And purple to get the last one, you just get a little gem there. Alright, straight back in, and we can actually get the box gem now. So there we go. Don't take the blue gem path there, but just progress through level normally now. And there we go. Get the box gem. Alright, so you're going to get a little cutscene with people talking to you because you just got all 25 crystals. Let them do their thing. Jump on the platform, press up, and we're in the Cortex fight. So yep, this once again has the same controls that the previous one did. The annoying flight controls stuff. So basically just hit them a few times and you'll have won. So let the credits play out at the end of this, and when you get back into the game, you should hopefully see that you've managed to 100% it if you've been following the guide so far. I say 100% on the pause menu there. Anyway, you get a little cutscene with Embryo there, and then you jump onto the middle platform. And if you jump onto the middle platform and go up, you're going to get the best ending of the game. So yeah, this is what the best ending of the game looks like. You have the gems all through here, and you get a nice little cutscene powering up this laser thingo. Anyway, that's going to be all for this video. I hope you found this useful, and thanks so much for watching.